Africa is not a monolith.
It's a vibrant tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions that have been woven together over millennia.
To truly understand this diverse continent, one must listen not only to its people, but also to the rhythms that pulse through its very soul.
With 54 countries, over 3,000 ethnic groups, and more than 2,000 languages, Africa is a cultural powerhouse.
Ancestors are not forgotten but honored as active participants in the lives of the living.
This intricate web of relationships extends beyond the physical realm, creating a rich tapestry of spiritual and social connections.
At its core lies the concept of Ubuntu, the belief that I am because we are. This philosophy of interconnectedness permeates African societies, shaping identities and fostering a deep sense of community.
Oral tradition has been the primary means of passing down history, values, and knowledge for generations.
Indigenous religions like Bodan in West Africa, If among the Yoruba, and the Dinka cosmology of South Sudan offer complex worldviews that honor the interconnectedness of all things. It's a sophisticated system of cosmology, ethics, and ecology that has guided societies for millennia. The Adinka symbols of the Arkan people in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, for example, are not just decorative elements but a complex visual language conveying philosophical concepts. Masks, body art, and textiles all carry layers of meaning, serving as conduits for communication between the physical and spiritual realms.
As Christianity and Islam spread across the continent, they often merged with indigenous beliefs, creating unique syncretic practices that reflect Africa's adaptability and spiritual depth.
Ancestors, spirits, and nature itself are seen as active forces in daily life.
The continent's cuisine is as diverse as its peoples, from the spicy jollof rice of West Africa to the spongy injera bread of Ethiopia, the starchy fufu of Central Africa to the aromatic tagines of North Africa.
Meals are often communal affairs, reinforcing the bonds of family and community. Griots, the traditional storytellers of West Africa, serve as historians, poets, and musicians, weaving tales that educate and entertain. The Swahili proverb, Mashenyi Eje, Oinyeji, a poem, let the guests come so that the host may benefit, reflects the widespread belief that welcoming strangers brings blessings.
Family structures and gender roles vary across the continent, but the importance of intergenerational bonds remains constant, but a living, breathing force that continues to shape the continent and the world. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the serene savannas of the Serengeti, from the ancient rock churches of Lalibela to the modern skyscrapers of Johannesburg, Africa's cultures are not dying, they're evolving, adapting, and thriving. Schools across the continent are incorporating indigenous languages and traditional knowledge into their curricula, ensuring that young Africans grow up with a strong sense of their cultural roots. Its stories are not simple narratives but complex symphonies of human experience. Its traditions are not static relics but dynamic forces that continue to shape identities and communities. By embracing and celebrating this cultural richness, we not only honor Africa's past, but also invest in its future. Communities in Europe, the Americas, and beyond serve as cultural ambassadors, introducing African traditions to new audiences while maintaining connections to their ancestral lands.
It's the force that shapes our identities, guides our actions, and connects us to something greater than ourselves.
As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, let us remember the wisdom, beauty, and resilience embedded in African cultures.
For in understanding Africa's traditions, we gain insights not just into a continent, but into the very essence of what it means to be human. This global network of cultural exchange ensures that African traditions remain vibrant and relevant in the 21st century. Media, too, has become a powerful tool for cultural expression, with African filmmakers, musicians, and artists using digital platforms to share their work with global audiences. In many African societies, the concept of family extends far beyond the nuclear unit, creating a web of support and obligation that spans generations. In African cultures, elders are revered as living libraries, repositories of wisdom and guardians of tradition.
Cultural erosion is a real concern, as younger generations are exposed to global influences that can overshadow traditional practices.
However, this challenge has also sparked a cultural revival movement, with many Africans actively reclaiming and celebrating their heritage.
These concise nuggets of wisdom serve as moral compasses and philosophical tools, guiding individuals through life's complexities.
From the intricate beadwork of the Maasai to the bold prints of West African wax cloth, Each garment tells a story of cultural continuity and innovation. In Africa, art doesn't just decorate, it speaks volumes about history, beliefs, and aspirations. Artists like Fela Kuti, Davido, Burna Boy, Simi, ESA, Tenny, Tiwa Savage, Dunsin Icon, and Nathaniel Bassey represent the continuity and evolution of African music.
Their work demonstrates that African music is not a single genre, but a diverse language capable of expressing the full range of human experience.
From birth to death, each stage is celebrated with rituals that reinforce cultural values and strengthen community bonds.
From the haunting melodies of Tuareg desert blues to the infectious rhythms of Congolese soukous, music serves as ritual, protest, and celebration.
Traditional instruments like the kora, djembe, and mbii create complex polyrhythms that reflect the multi-layered nature of African societies. The Maasai of East Africa, for instance, mark the transition to adulthood with elaborate ceremonies that test courage and endurance. As the Yoruba proverb states, the river that forgets its source will soon dry out in Africa. Stories don't simply fade away, they evolve, adapting to new contexts while retaining their essential truths. Language and storytelling form the backbone of African cultural preservation.
Proverbs, too, play a crucial role in African societies. Ceremonies and rites of passage mark important milestones in African life.
These rituals are rich in symbolism, expressed through attire, dance, and music. The vibrant colors of traditional dress, the rhythmic movements of dancers, and the pulsating beats of drums all carry deep cultural significance.
Every gesture, every pattern, every note tells a story of identity and belonging.
Traditional belief systems and spirituality are integral to African cultures. It's important to note that African spirituality is not mere superstition. Art, fashion, and symbolism serve as powerful forms of cultural expression in Africa.
African fashion is more than mere adornment, it's a statement of identity and status. Music, dance, and performance are the heartbeat of African cultures.
The musical legacy of Africa extends from ancient griots to modern superstars.
Food, family, and daily life are inextricably linked in African cultures.
Hospitality is a cornerstone of African cultures. As Africa engages with an increasingly globalized world, the preservation of its diverse cultures has become both a challenge and an opportunity.
Education plays a crucial role in this process of cultural preservation. The African diaspora also plays a vital role in preserving and promoting African cultures.
As we conclude this exploration of African cultures and traditions, it's clear that Africa's rich heritage is not a relic of the past. To truly understand Africa, one must approach it with open ears, open eyes, and an open heart.
Don't forget, culture isn't just history, it's power.